With the Skyrim modded playthrough having just wrapped up, I've had a lot of people ask me what comes next, both for the story of Georg Full Tankard and for the channel as a whole. And while I've talked about it a bit on my live streams and replied to a few comments here and there, I figured this might be the best way to get everyone caught up on my plans moving forward. At the end of the playthrough, I teased my intent to have Georg's story and the series continue in the Beyond Skyrim mods, but this is very much a distant plan. I remember wrapping up the original Skyrim playthrough back in 2016 and thinking, okay, yeah, we'll probably see one of the Beyond Skyrim mods soon and I could add that in. Obviously, that didn't happen. I would be bringing back the recent special edition modded playthrough for what could be seen as epilogue chapters. One chapter per full Beyond Skyrim project when they do release. That means waiting for Beyond Skyrim Cyrodiil rather than covering Beyond Skyrim Bruma now, or waiting for the full release of Morrowind instead of its prologue, The New North. And I would still be covering every Beyond Skyrim mod, pre-release, full release, and so on the Skyrim Saturday mod series. If anything, I think one of the biggest benefits of the modded playthrough is that I had already played all of this content before, which allowed me to try and plan out story arcs, have some pacing in mind, etc. So every Beyond Skyrim project would be covered first on Skyrim Saturday, and later on they would receive the more cinematic, narrative treatment that I've used for the modded playthrough. But all of that is a while away. So let's instead talk about what the goals are in the meantime. Skyrim Saturday mods will continue to be a staple of the channel. As it is, I have a decently long list of mods to cover for it in the coming weeks and months. As for the weekdays, that's where things will be a little bit different, at least for a while. I'm starting to play through some of the paid Skyrim creations. That way I can give walkthroughs, reviews, and commentary for anyone who is wondering about the quality of these paid mods. I'd like to start showing off some Starfield mods here and there, because even without the official modding tools, the amount of content that people have managed to make is already really remarkable. And I'd like to maybe try and do some more scripted video content. Stuff like my recent video on the Skyrim paid mod situation, where I'll try and cover a topic and my thoughts on it. And frankly, I already have a decent list of topics in mind. Some involving Starfield, others involving the Elder Scrolls Online, and so on. These wouldn't be as regular as the more gameplay-focused content, but I think it might provide a nice contrast, if nothing else. And possibly to some people's disappointment, there is currently no immediate plan for another series akin to the Skyrim Special Edition modded playthrough. It was a lot of fun, and I loved every minute of it. It was one of the longest running series on the channel, but with it reaching its first finale, in a sense, I definitely need a little bit of a break from doing such a long-form series. I've gotten some suggestions for possible series that would work well in a similar format, including Ender All Forgotten Stories or Skyblivion when it releases in 2025. Honestly, those are probably the best bets for similar series moving forward. But even then, I definitely need a little time to focus on other videos before I even start to think about that. And yes, there will eventually be a Starfield modded playthrough in the same vein. But given that we're still waiting on expansions, mod tools, updates, and more, that's easily a few years out. But because it's me, I've already written down some character ideas, how I'd want to handle New Game Plus, a lot of the nitty-gritty that I can easily start to think about now. And because I really need to be better about bringing it up and promoting it, I do always recommend stopping by my Twitch streams. They're very conversational and act as a great way for me to play different games, interact with the community, and talk about a lot of this behind-the-scenes style stuff. Right now, I'm playing through Cyberpunk 2077 with the new updates and Phantom Liberty, and next year I plan to play the new Star Wars Outlaws game, continue my Breath of the Wild playthrough, and hopefully play Avowed and Fable, assuming that they're still on target for their 2024 releases. And I also stream quite a bit of the Elder Scrolls Online, and plan to cover it a lot with its upcoming 10th anniversary. One final thing to note is that the shift in video content might be a little slow for the next week or so, just because of the holiday season. But once January rolls around, I'll be firing on all cylinders. As always, thank you for watching, and thank you so much for watching the modded playthrough. It is easily my favorite series that I've done, and was such a great way for me to try and do something a little bit more creative than just another Let's Play. Happy holidays. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.